According to billionaire investor and vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, Charlie Munger, saving your first $100,000 is the most challenging milestone on the path to wealth. He famously stated, "The first $100,000 is a bitch." So what makes the initial $100,000 so challenging and the rest of the way so much easier? Building wealth is often a gradual journey, especially in the early stages, and starting from scratch means you lack the advantage of existing funds working for you to help speed it up. The difficulty lies in the fact that saving or investing your first $100,000 demands considerable effort. At this stage of your financial journey, you have minimal capital in the market, resulting in limited opportunities for compounding interest to work its magic. Additionally, you may need to exert extra effort, working diligently and dedicating time to generating more income. However, once you break through this barrier, the momentum starts to build, and subsequent progress becomes comparatively smoother. Once you hit $100,000, the subsequent milestones seem to approach swiftly, taking significantly less time than the first. That's because you've opened the door to taking more risks and exploring diverse investment opportunities, all of which can lead to better returns and increased wealth. There are two main reasons why the first $100,000 is particularly challenging to save or invest. Firstly, it's evident that as we age, our savings grow. That's because during our younger years, we have little to no savings, especially upon leaving school. When our income from official work or entrepreneurship may be limited, creating a substantial surplus between total income and expenses becomes crucial, as this extra money can be saved or invested for the future. Early in our professional lives, we might have relatively low yearly income, and though our expenses might also be modest, generating a significant surplus can prove difficult. This is why many individuals find themselves caught in the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, where they earn money from their jobs but end up spending almost all of it on living expenses. Breaking free from this cycle entails avoiding unnecessary expenses and prioritizing saving and investment when your income grows. By managing your finances wisely and being mindful of your expenses, you can gradually build your savings and pave the way for future wealth accumulation. Remember that the first $100,000 may be the hardest, but with determination and smart financial choices, you can set yourself on a path to financial security and prosperity. The second factor, which holds tremendous power but may not be obvious, is compounding interest. If you're unfamiliar with this concept, let's simplify it for you. Compounding refers to the cumulative effect of the amount you have invested or saved over time, gradually growing until it reaches a certain threshold where your money multiplies. Essentially, it's your money working for you, generating additional income. When you have investments in place, your wealth can grow effortlessly as you earn returns on your assets year after year. However, starting from zero means having minimal funds in the market, which limits the full advantage of compounding principles. Given this, what steps can we now take today to simplify this process? And how can you accelerate the process of saving and investing your first $100,000? To achieve this quickly, you must increase the surplus between your income and expenses. This can be accomplished by either boosting your income or reducing your spending. For those aiming to save money rapidly, the savings rate percentage, total savings divided by total income, becomes a crucial metric. For many individuals, the most efficient and immediate way to enhance their surplus is by cutting unnecessary expenses from their monthly budgets. Often there are areas where expenses can be trimmed to create more room for savings and investment. By doing so, you can fast-track your journey towards reaching your first significant financial milestone. Additionally, if you have the option, consider working from home more frequently to save money on transportation and lunch expenses. While reducing spending is a straightforward way to increase your surplus, there are limits to how much you can cut before feeling deprived. On the other hand, boosting your income is a more effective and efficient method. For instance, if you currently earn an annual income of $60,000 and have $55,000 in annual expenses, you have a $5,000 surplus that you can save. Instead of trying to cut a few $1,000s from your expenses, imagine the impact of getting promoted and earning $70,000 per year. This substantial increase in income can significantly enhance your savings potential. Here are some suggestions to improve your income. 1. Focus on acquiring in-demand skills, such as video editing or copywriting, which can lead to freelance opportunities and extra earnings. 2. Take proactive steps to advance in your current job. Perform well to receive annual wage increases and higher bonuses. 3. consider taking up a part-time job, like coaching a sports team or offering babysitting services in your neighborhood during evenings to supplement your income. 4. Engage in a secondary project or start a small business in your spare time, even during evenings and weekends. 5. Explore reselling or flipping items, a skill that you can learn through online resources like YouTube, Udemy, and Skillshare to generate additional income. By adopting these strategies, you can significantly boost your income and accelerate your journey towards saving and investing your first $100,000. In essence, the sooner you save or invest $100,000, the greater the potential for substantial returns, and it becomes much easier to gain wealth. But what should you do with your first $100,000? There are 2 essential steps to take. Firstly, safeguard yourself from excessive losses by avoiding unnecessary expenses or luxuries. Secondly, continue to invest and grow this amount into multiples, but with caution, avoiding risks that could result in significant losses. Diversifying your investments is a great way to reduce risk. For your initial investment, consider starting with a low-cost index fund on an internet platform. This option offers a balanced level of risk exposure, catering to individual goals and risk tolerances. Begin with a smaller amount, like $500, and cultivate good investing habits early on. Allocate a portion of your savings to more risky investments, around 10%, and the rest to safer options. This approach, along with prudent decision-making, can be a sound starting point for investing your first $100,000. When it comes to real estate investments, ensure that the property or land you choose has the potential to increase in value over time. Moreover, if you plan to buy property for rental income, ensure that the rent covers the loan repayment and leaves extra for repairs and maintenance. There are 2 ways to profit from real estate: waiting for the property's price to appreciate and then selling it at a higher value, or renting it out to earn income through rental payments. However, careful evaluation of the investment opportunity and market conditions is crucial before committing your money. Avoid speculative investments with little intrinsic worth and make informed decisions while considering the risk-reward ratio. The time it takes to save $100,000 varies based on your income and savings rate. Your total savings divided by your total income determines how quickly you can reach this milestone. Higher income and a higher savings rate lead to faster accumulation of money, bringing you closer to the $100,000 goal. For instance, someone earning $80,000 per year will likely save up to the $100,000 mark faster than someone earning $50,000 annually. However, income alone is not the sole factor to consider. High living costs due to lifestyle inflation can hinder even those with substantial earnings from saving or investing significantly. More on that later. To illustrate, let's compare person A, earning $80,000 a year and saving $5,000, to person B, earning $50,000 but saving $10,000 yearly. Person B will reach the $100,000 mark earlier due to their higher savings rate. Another point to emphasize is the importance of investing your money as you save, rather than leaving it in a bank account with little to no interest. For instance, if both person A and person B can save $10,000 annually with their decent salaries and strong savings rates, the outcome differs significantly based on their investment choices. If person A saves the money in a bank account with minimal returns, it might take them around 10 years to reach $100,000. However, person B, who invests the same amount with a 10% return rate, will require less time to achieve the same milestone. This highlights the significance of investing to achieving your financial goals sooner. Here's a valuable tip: focus on increasing your income. Should you ramp up your investments when your earnings rise? The answer is yes. As your income grows, you should increase your investments. However, it's important to avoid lifestyle creep, which happens when your income rises, but your spending escalates at an equal pace. By maintaining consistent spending habits, your surplus between income and expenses will expand, affording you the opportunity to invest more. This ensures that your increased earnings translate into greater wealth-building potential rather than being absorbed by unnecessary expenses. However, it's essential to consider that the implications of saving $100,000 may differ significantly based on your location. Higher living costs in places like New York can make saving more challenging compared to areas with a lower cost of living, such as certain parts of Eastern Europe or South America. When saving up for $100,000, consider your investment timeline and risk tolerance for higher returns. Objectively reviewing your monthly budget or creating one if you haven't already will help you stay on track. Mental discipline and thoughtful planning are vital for success. Developing a customized plan tailored to your needs will allow your savings to grow steadily. Remember that as time passes, increasing your net worth becomes easier, more enjoyable, and more rewarding. To learn how Warren Buffett skillfully navigates making more money during inflation, click